Hi guys, and welcome to this another 2-minute tips video. In this video we're going to be looking at how to save power on your server if you have an Nvidia GPU installed. So if that sounds interesting, then let's get started. Okay guys, so let's see if we can save some power on our Unraid server that's using an Nvidia GPU. As this is a 2-minute tips video, I'm going to try and keep it to as near 2 minutes as I possibly can, but hey, it may well go over a little. I don't know, never mind. Okay, so here we are on my main server, and at the moment all of these array disks are all spun down, and there's a few Z pools that are active here, a couple of NVMe's, an SSD pool, and a regular hard drive. So let's see how much power this server is using at the moment, and we can see here at the moment it's using about 150 watts. So let's go back to the Unraid web GUI and let's have a look at the GPUs that I've got installed on this server. So there's two GPUs, the first one a Quadro P2000 and an RTX 3080. And like what we just saw, we can see the server is using 150 watts. Now there's not very much going on the server at the moment, the Docker service is stopped, there's no VMs running and only a couple of hard drives spun up. So I think 150 watts is quite a lot for what's going on. So now let's try and reduce the power by making the GPUs run a little bit more efficiently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the Nvidia graphics drivers for Unraid. To do that, go to the apps tab and do a search for Nvidia driver and then install the plugin. Now with that installed, I'm going to install one last plugin as well. So do a search for GPU statistics and install that plugin. And once that's installed, click onto the actions here and go to settings. And here I can see the two GPUs. At the top here where it says change me, I'm going to change that to Nvidia. And with that done, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click onto apply. Okay, so now next, let's click onto the dashboard here. And if we scroll right down to the bottom, we can now see this part here, GPU. And we can see this GPU here is using 19 watts. And that's the Nvidia Quadro P2000. So now let's see how much the RTX 3080 is using. If I go back to the settings here, and I change the graphics card to the RTX 3080 and click onto apply, and then go back to the dashboard here, and we can see here it's reporting that the RTX 3080 is using 92 watts. Well, I don't believe it's really using quite that much, I think that's inaccurate, but it's definitely using more than it should. Now if we quickly go back and look at the power usage, we can see here it's using about 153 watts. So installing the driver hasn't actually lowered the power usage because for some reason, although the card is idle, it's not in the right power state. But yep, we can fix that with a script. Obviously to use the script we're going to have the user scripts plugin installed, so if you don't have that installed then please install that. Then once you've got the user scripts plugin installed, head over to my GitHub, you'll find a link to that in the description of this video. And click onto Nvidia Power Save, then here you'll see a script, so click onto that. Click onto where it says raw here, then copy all of this text here and then head back to the Unraid web UI. Then click onto the settings tab, go to user scripts, scroll down and click on add new script. I'm going to call this, I don't know, 01 Nvidia Power Save. Okay, so with that done, find the script and click on edit script, and I'm going to paste in what I just copied. So with that done, I'm going to click onto save, and this script I want it to start up on the first start of the array only. So now I'm going to scroll down and click apply. And now I'm going to add another script. This time I'm going to call it 01 Nvidia Power Save Hourly. And I'm going to click OK. And let's find that script. Click onto that and then go to edit script. Again, paste in the exact same as before. Click onto save changes. And here for the schedule, I'm going to put it as hourly. And with that done, apply those changes. And so now we've got that script in twice. It will first run at the first start of the array, then afterwards it will run every hour after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the script now and just click done. And so this script will have put your GPUs into a low power state. So with that done, let's see if the energy use of the server has improved any. Okay, great. So now it says the RTX 3080 is only using 8 watts. So now let's have a look at what the Quadro P2000 is actually using. So I'm going to swap the GPU over to that here. So let's go back across to the dashboard and have a look at the power usage of the P2000. And now this GPU is only using 7 watts. So now let's have a look at the total power usage of the server now that the GPUs are running in a lower power state. And great, we can see here it's now only using 109 watts when before it was using 150. So really good power saving. Now running my server is going to cost me less money, just what I like. Okay guys, well, so that brings us to the end of this video. Now I really hope you find it useful and you managed to save some power on your server. If you liked the video, then please hit up the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now I want to give a really big thank you to all of my patrons and supporters out there. Without you guys I wouldn't be able to make these videos, and I really appreciate your help. Anyway guys, it's time for me to go now, but whatever you're up to for the rest of the day, I hope it's good, and I'll catch you in the next video.